button. Oh, who just came on? Who's that? Hi, Nancy.
Hi, hon. She's in her kitchen, I can tell by the light fixture.
All right, Jess, you be a good girl.
We'll wait for her to get on.
What, you want to come up? Here.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Is this what we're supposed to be on the
Yep.
talk
Yep.
about convention?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Otherwise, you're just butting into someone else's meeting right now.
Well, I was confused with the audio, and then I thought it was supposed to be 8, and it was 7. So I'm here, and so is Michelle.
Stan. Hi, Stan.
Right.
Hey.
Hey.
Yep, we're recording this tonight, so just so you guys know.
All right. So we just started recording, and I think we'll get started because there might be a lot of questions at the end. And what I thought we would do to get through everything is if Elaine can go ahead and mute everybody, but open me back up, we'll go through everything. Then I'll have Elaine unmute herself, and she could fill in. Elaine's kind of tired, so we're giving her a little break because she just got back very late last night. And then once we're done going over stuff, write your questions down, or those of you who were there last year, write some notes that maybe I missed something so we can fill in the blanks and answer questions. Does that sound good? Okay, great. So let's see, the convention is September 14 through 17, and the actual days are Wednesday through Saturday, but most people are flying in on Monday or on Tuesday to get settled into their hotel. Just so you know, there's always other wellness advocates of higher ranks offering additional training before and after convention. So don't be surprised if you start seeing more of that. They're at very affordable costs, like sometimes a whole day of training with Justin Harrison for $25, you know, things like that. A lot of times when you go for the first time, though, it's sometimes best just to attend convention because it can be a lot. Plus, we know we've all worked real hard to save our money to attend. And, you know, if you start adding all this up, it can become pretty cumbersome. So, but just so you know, there are things right before convention and right after that you can attend for additional training. It's officially over on Saturday, but many of us will be staying Sunday as well to do a little sightseeing and things. Tickets are still available at $189, but just know that, hi Sable, we're recording this just so you know, okay? Tickets are still available at $189 a person, but as of August 1st, they go up to $219, okay? And that would be on the doTERRA1.com website. So $219, so if you have some people on your team that you're still trying to get to go, you may want to tell them in the next few days that, you know, do you want to go? The price is going to change. Keep in mind, we will probably see some people towards the end maybe trying to sell their tickets because all of a sudden life happens and they're unable to go. Typically, they'll charge whatever they paid plus $25, which is the change fee, okay? There is a special for new wellness advocates that register in the first 30 days of their enrollment. They only have to pay $149. Okay, so if you all of a sudden register sign somebody up in August and they are gung-ho and ready to attend convention, if they register for convention within the first 30 days of their enrollment, they'll get the $149 price. Okay, and that is on the website. I'm going to share my screen for a minute and show you the Facebook group that we were, let's see if I can find it. Oh, let's see. Where is it? So we'll go to Facebook. I just want to make sure everybody is aware that a group was put together today and we were all invited on it. And it is called One, I believe. convention. Let me just go to it and I'll show that to you. I just posted a few things on it, so I don't know why I can't remember the name. Oh, convention probably. Let's see. Sorry, my computer's a little bit slow here. Come on. Oh, there's Lisa relaxing in Key West. Lisa's going to convention too. Come on. Wow, here we go. All right, sorry about that, took a little while. It's called One Convention 2016, and you'll see that there. All of you have been added to it. Feel free to add whoever you want to it that is going and also might be considering going. Because being part of this group, what if they were considering, and by looking at the posts, it kind of tips them over the edge of, that's it, I need to go, I need to get my ticket, all right? So I wanted to show you that. You'll see a lot of posts on there about things coming up, so kind of try to keep track of that. Let's see. Packing, the average temperatures in Salt Lake City in September. During the day, it does go up to 80 degrees, but it's a drier heat because we're in the desert there, but it does go up to 80 and sometimes even into 80s. At night, though, it drops down to 53, 54 degrees. So you're going to want to have a jacket for the evenings because it does dip down again, which is very typical of desert temperatures. As far as the clothes and dress for the day, be very comfortable because you're going to want to be comfortable all day. Have some comfortable walking shoes. Very few people will be dressed in really business attire. Usually it's the speakers that are dressed in business attire, things like that. But so it is pretty casual, casual to business casual, but really mostly casual. You want to be comfortable. The arena, which most of us are in the arena, I believe, is really warm. It's not a cool temperature or anything like that. So you can bring a light jacket, but I have found that most people do not need a light jacket at all for the meeting space. Let's see. Comfortable walking shoes, clothes. Now, if you're going to go hiking with me on Wednesday, which I did post on this group page, on Wednesday, we'll leave the Comfort Inn downtown at 4:30, and we'll go up to the major meetup point where everyone else can join us from other hotels. We'll get there at 5 p.m., and then that's actually where the trail starts. And we go up past to the Capitol, which is beautiful, up to Memory Garden, City Creek Trail, and it's a one-way up and one-way back. So people can, what's nice about this is if you just want to join us for a half an hour or something like that, then do that because you can walk back and come the way we came. Others might, join us for a couple hours or so. All right, so that's it, comfortable shoes. Now, extra room for a convention kit. You're going to have an opportunity to get the convention kit. And what is that? That's all the new products. On the first day of convention is very, very exciting because they're announcing all the new products. We have no clue what they're going to be. And they'll start doing teasers, but still, we have no clue. They keep the secrets very, very guarded, and it builds up excitement, and then that day, they're announcing all of them. And then at the end of announcing all of them, which usually includes some new oils as well, you're going to have an opportunity to buy that convention kit, which is filled with all the new products at a highly discounted price. You cannot use your points, or at least in the past, they have not allowed you to use points. Anything can change, but every year they've not allowed that. However, you do earn points. You'll use your member ID and you can purchase your kit. So leave room in your bag. Southwest is great because you can check in up to 2 bags for free. But you might want to make sure there's room in your bag for something that is about, I would say about 16 inches by 12 inches. And then the depth of it about 4, 5, 6 inches. So it's kind of a decent sized box. And, you know, you're going to want room in your suitcase for that if you'd like to get one. The average pricing on that, I know it can be, we don't know what's coming out, so it's kind of hard to guess, but just generally say about $250. About $250 will be that kit. You know, last year they had 2 options because that cloud diffuser came out. They had an option with the diffuser and without the diffuser. And it was about $250, and then the one with the diffuser was a little over $300, I believe. So just to kind of give you an idea of the convention kit. Now, for those of you wanting to hit a certain rank, this is a optimal, excellent time to hit rank and purchase under the people that are there with you at convention. So for instance, I myself will probably not purchase my convention kit under my own ID. I'm going to look to see how my organization is doing, and I want to see are there certain people there with me at convention that maybe they're trying to get a certain rank. So I would want to purchase under their leg. And that is fine. Up until now, as far as we know, you can purchase as many kits as you want. If you want 8 kits, purchase 8 kits. You can, you know, consolidate and have someone purchase 4 kits for 4 people all under one ID. If you're interested in that, we won't go into further detail on the phone right now, but just get with the person who enrolled you, or myself or Elaine or Nancy, and we can help you strategize, because we're very good at that. We've done this before, and we can help you strategize and teach you more about that, of how to do that. Getting to the hotel, those of you at the Comfort Inn downtown, they have a complimentary shuttle to and from the airport. Other hotels, I recommend Uber, and I think Elaine posted a discount the other day on Team Voltage, whereas if you join under her link that she posted, you'll get the first ride for free, is what she understood. So definitely take advantage of that using Uber from any other hotel, from the airport to the other hotels that you might be staying at or other people staying at. The city is very, very safe, beautiful, beautiful city, really clean. So don't worry about walking around the city, but obviously anywhere you go, I always recommend just walking with somebody anyway. That's just a general safety tool I use when I travel globally, is have somebody with you. So that's just, you know, to put that out there. Let's see. I'll tell you from the Comfort Inn, because I think most of you on the call are at the Comfort Inn. To get to the arena where our main general sessions are, it is 6 blocks. I think a great, nice walk. I love walking in the morning. So there'll be people who will walk, and then there'll be a group of people who will take a ride up. And don't worry, we'll be at breakfast in the morning together, and we can organize that if who would like to ride up together, who would like to walk up together. The convention center itself is only 3.5 blocks walk, and that's where you register. That's where the doTERRA store, the swag store, will be. That's where the campus bus tours will leave from, things like that. So really easy to walk around. Let's see. We're really, really lucky this year. Oil Life has a new store that's located downtown. Last year there was a bit of a problem because you had to organize to be on a bus to go out to see Aromatools and Oil Life, and it was a good hour bus ride to get out there, and how to fit that in. Well, Oil Life did open up their downtown Salt Lake City location just a few short weeks ago, and that is, it's basically about 2 blocks from the convention center. So really, really great. Aromatools is going to be at the Southtown Expo Center from September 13 through 17, so Tuesday through Saturday. So if you're coming in early Tuesday, you can always get out there. It is about a 20-minute ride out there. So I'm hoping Aromatools, as we get closer, does organize buses. Honestly, I'm sure they're going to, because they're going to want people to come out there like they did last year, except now it's closer. Last year it was an hour trek out to their facility, and this time they're at the Southtown Expo Center in Exhibit Hall 5 from Tuesday through Saturday. Also, watch out for free stuff because Aroma Tools typically, leading up to it, they say if you visit their store, they're going to give you a free Modern Essentials book. Besides Oil Life, which is the huge company by Justin Harrison, and Aroma Tools, there's going to be a lot of other small companies there that have other tools for business, and you're going to find those in the city in different hotels. And many of them give away things, which is great. So watch out for people on the corners maybe handing out a card saying, get your free diffuser if you stop in at the Hilton on level 2, you know, because you want to definitely get some of that stuff and pop in and to see some of the new companies coming up and finding out, you know, what are they all about, because maybe they have better pricing on certain things. So those are the other companies that will be out and about. The swag store, that's the doTERRA store. Now, on the agenda, let's see, I'm going to move to doTERRA 1. This is the main website, and you just click on English, and now I can actually see the agenda and events and things like that. All right. Let's see. The swag store. Let's look at the agenda because we'll go through some of that. The swag store opened like a day early last year, and it was unexpected because on the schedule it was saying it wasn't open till Thursday. It actually opened on Wednesday. So when we look at the Wednesday schedule, it's not on there. So just know that the swag store is a big deal. Often there's a waiting line to get in there because they'll only allow a certain number of people to shop so it's not too crowded. And as people leave, they'll allow more people in. This is where you're going to get stuff that is not sold anywhere else. T-shirts, bags, jewelry, pill containers, oil containers, you know, all sorts of swag. So it is fun, very, very fun to get in there. I'll be definitely picking up a bunch of new shirts because that's my uniform these days. And I go through them, and they have, you know, fitting rooms there that you can try things on. So we'll pay attention to the swag store because when you register, it may end up opening right afterwards. Let's see, arena or convention center. Give me a thumbs up if you know where you're at. Okay, so most of you should be in the Lavender. Lavender is the I don't even know how to say that, Vivint Smart Home Arena. It's basically the arena. That starts at 9 o'clock every day. You're going to want to know that. It will be on your ticket and it will be on your badge. Other people signed up for the convention center, they're Peppermint, and they don't start every day till 11. The reason this happens is because there's so many people. The city of Salt Lake City cannot, they're not large enough for doTERRA. Last year there was 27,000 people, and they did this split for the very first time, and it worked very well. So now they're allowing up to 34,000 people, and they're going to do this same thing. So the great thing about being in the arena is although we have to get up a little earlier, we get to see things fresh, and then we have the rest of the day to be at the swag store or the showcase, you know, so I really like that a lot. The showcase floor, that is huge, and that'll open up right immediately. Yep.
I'm going to interrupt you for just 1 second, especially for those that are on the recording that may not be in the Lavender track and they want to be. I have heard that if you send a message to events@doterra.com, if they're not full at the Lavender venue, they will switch you. So yes, if you decide to do that, that's one recommendation if you want to. If you don't get in, there will be other people going there, and don't worry about it.
Yep. I'm glad you brought that up because it happened to me. Sable messaged me and said, I'm in, I don't know, how am I supposed to know if I'm in what the Lavender and the Peppermint is? And, you know, I was telling her, and all of a sudden it took me to look at my own tickets. Well, guess what? Lenny was in Lavender and I was in Peppermint.
Oh my.
So I immediately messaged them and they immediately moved me to Lavender. So, so I appreciated that. All right, showcase floor, that is where they're going to have showcasing the new products. There'll be about 3 different areas where every single oil available will be showcased, and there's people behind all the counters to ask any question you want. You can oil up with Melissa, you can oil up with oregano, whatever you feel like it. All the oils will be there, and that showcase will be open once the products are announced. They also have areas to talk to the research people, the R&D people, and I love that. I usually stand there for a while and really talk to the sciencey people that are behind that counter and ask all of those questions. There's often also an area near there where somebody will do like demos and explanations and showing about the science part of it. And Dr. Nicole Stevens was there last year showing a lot of that. So that's really a great area. There's also an AromaTouch area that you can learn how to give each other AromaTouch hand massages. The year before, they actually had the full AromaTouch, but I think because we've grown, they don't offer that anymore, but we'll see what happens this year. There's also demo areas where you can look, feel, touch, and possibly taste any of the new products. So each new product will have their own area. There is a huge area for healing hands at convention. The first day, they'll announce what the new expeditions are going to be for the 2017 year, and they fill up fast. So this is where if they have a Guatemala trip or a Nepal trip for 2017, you would go right to that counter, and it requires a $500 deposit right on the spot, and then the rest of the money is typically due in November. So they'll announce that too. But there's just so much there. It's awesome. You're going to want to go back each day to that area and spend just a little bit of time just taking it all in. All right, lunch ideas. For lunch each day, you're basically on your own except for Thursday. Thursday, Liz Copeland is having her annual luncheon for all of us. She'll be hosting 200 of us now, and that will be at the Symphony Hall, and that location is listed on the Facebook group. So Thursday, just know that your lunch is paid for, and it's a really nice lunch. Usually Peggy Smith attends, so you'll get to meet her in person, and a lot of other people from our upline. So it's a really nice lunch they put on. The other days you have options. I posted the grocery store Harmon's, which is like Whole Foods on steroids, but at better pricing, in my opinion. It's wonderful, and it's nice to either get some stuff in the beginning of your stay and have it at your hotel, or it's an easy enough walk to go there each day. Also, as we get closer, you're going to see some emails come about purchasing box lunches. Tina and I chose to do this last year and the year before. They're nice essential oil lunches that you just go to a nearby hotel, pick up your box lunch, and sit wherever you want to eat. I liked that a lot because I didn't waste time walking to the store or walking to an overcrowded restaurant, because restaurants will be swamped. I do not recommend that. And then I still had time to get my Starbucks coffee and maybe walk through the showcase before we had to be back for the sessions. So there are, a couple options for lunch, and just watch out for the box lunches that will come available again, and you can purchase that as well. Let's see, breakfast. Typically, most people are staying in a hotel where breakfast is provided. Dinners are on your own, except for Thursday night is the street party that doTERRA is putting on for the very first time. I have no other details yet. Hopefully we'll get some soon. I feel as though from what I read, they're providing a huge band and closing off the street. So my feeling is they may have a bunch of the trucks, the food trucks. So I have a feeling then you would bring your money and probably purchase what you want from food trucks is my guess, because I can't imagine them feeding 34,000 people. So, but we don't really know what that looks like yet. So let's just assume that they'll provide some options at that street party, but you'll probably be, needing to bring some money for that. And they're going to have a band that night. And then Friday night, I'd like you to kind of keep open for now. Not that, the whole time we really want to be with you, by the way. We really try to stick together because as we meet new people, we come back together and share what we've learned all the time. So that's really great. But Friday night, just hold off on doing anything, because sometimes what happens is Lois will put something together, but it is very last minute. And she put a beautiful thing on for us last time, but it was basically just a couple of days notice. We got there and we found out it was gonna happen. And you wouldn't want to miss that, because what a great time for Team Wildfire and Team Joyful to come together and just be together at night for a dinner. And what it was she did last time was an outdoor patio at a local hotel, and she had us all there and had us winning prizes and taking home oils, and it was a lot of fun. So just don't plan anything Friday night. I don't know what might happen, but you wouldn't want to miss it, I don't think. Saturday night, and I'll have Elaine speak more to this, but Saturday night we're really we're very grateful that Elaine and Art are going to pick up a very simple dinner and have us at the Comfort Inn in their lobby area. It's on the second floor, where we can kind of have some food together and really share what we learned. And this is, I'm going to cry already, because this is a time where we just shed tears and we share how we felt when Emily Wright told us whatever, or shared some Healing Hand story. We just share what was the highlights of what we learned, and we just break bread together. So thank you, Elaine and Art, for hosting us. They're going to pick up the food for us, and I'm very grateful for you. It's just a beautiful time to be together. So that's Saturday night. Many people will fly out Sunday night or Monday. So Sunday is completely free for you to do some touristy things. So those are the meals. Last year, there was a Greek festival in town. So those of you who were there last year, it's not this year. They have it the week before. It is going on September 9 through 11. So there's no Greek festival this year. So, all right, let's go through the agenda Wednesday through Saturday real quick, just to highlight a couple of other things. Now, they ask us to bring your paper agenda with you or have it on your phone. I feel like they never really check it, but have it anyway. So registration will start at 7. You can register from 7 to 6 anytime that day. Again, typically right after registration, I'm headed to the swag store because I want to see if it's open. Then the campus tours, and this is a great time to travel out to doTERRA. For those of you who have tickets, it has been sold out for a long time now. It's sold out very quickly, these campus tours. But if you're going out there, figure about 3 hours round trip, because it's about an hour to get out there. You're going to be there for an hour because you're going to see the corporate headquarters, which is phenomenal. I love that tour. And then you're also going to see the distribution facility that they built, and then head back. All right. If you want to attend this but don't have a ticket, put up a note on that Facebook group, because don't be surprised if somebody will give, to sell you their ticket. It's $10. And I won't be surprised if there's going to be some tickets available as we get closer, okay? That's a really nice thing to do then. And then that same day we have our hiking, but notice there's no other event. It's really just registration and campus tours on Wednesday. And the hike. Thursday it all starts. So Thursday is the start of convention. We're going to want to be up there seated probably around 8:15-ish to get good seats in the arena. And that's at 9 o'clock start though. All right, so we'll come together. We'll make sure everybody knows. We'll be texting each other to say we're leaving the Comfort Inn lobby at whatever time to walk up. So don't worry about that. We're going to keep everyone in the know. All right, so that's Thursday. The lunch again. Lunch is being provided by Liz Copeland that day. You'll be able to purchase convention kits immediately after they announce it. And that has always typically been in the showcase floor. The lines move pretty fast. They're able to handle things pretty quickly. But you'll want to get in line and get whatever number of kits that you want. only people who are attending can get kits as far as the number. So you can't put a kit purchase under somebody's doTERRA number who is not there in person. But you can purchase kits for other people back at home if you want. So don't, if you wanted to, Sable, if you wanted to get one for your sister or whatever, I'm just giving that as an example. You can purchase as many kits as you want. Let's see. So that is Thursday, and then the street party is that night as well. Okay. So you see it says lunch on OWN, and that's the one that'll be at Liz Copeland's at Symphony Hall. The showcase floor, you see that showcase and marketplace is open. And then the street party. Friday, go back, we do the same thing all over. We're going to leave and try to be up there probably about 8:15, 8:30ish to get good seats in the arena. And then, because nothing is assigned, and it starts right at 9. Friday's typically more of a science day. I love that day very much. They really go into how these products work. And it's a wonderful day, but there's often healing hands information in here too. They do use, they have some music and entertainment throughout the entire convention too. Lunch on OWN, and then you're going to leave that night open for as much as you can, because again, don't be surprised if one of our upline does something spontaneously. Saturday, we go back, same time again. Lunch is on your own. The showcase is open all day, and then everything ends. But in the evening, and we'll figure out what time is best as we get closer, that's when we'll meet in the Comfort Inn downtown in the foyer area, and everyone from Team Voltage, Elaine and Art will host us there, and we'll share everything we learned. And then to head back to the hotel or back to the airport whenever you're leaving, you'll go ahead and either use Uber, or if the hotel has a complimentary shuttle, you'll do that. I'm going to hook the laptop up. I'm running out of battery. Tourist attractions. I did want to go over that real quick. Hold on. Here I am. The Tabernacle Choir, we'll see there's certain nights, I think it was Thursday night actually last year, that they perform for free, that you can just walk in. And the Mormon Tabernacle Choir is beautiful to see. That's in Temple Square, so that's one attraction. Let's see. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. Here we go. A couple other things are the Utah State Capitol, which is beautiful, and we'll see that on the hike for those that go. The Red Butte Garden, but if you the Family History Library, because that's where all the genealogy is collected. The Mormons have been traditionally known for collecting genealogy, so you can actually visit that Family History Library that has, your name might be there, so that's pretty cool. Natural History Museum is there, so if you're staying later, there's a lot of things to do just in the city within walking distance, and again, it's a beautiful, clean city. Do you want to unmute yourself and then fill in any blanks that I might have missed? And then we'll just kind of open it up for questions and feedback.
Okay. Jennifer, thank you. You did a great job. I feel like you've covered almost everything I had on my list. One thing is, for those of you that are arriving on Monday, Roger and Teresa Harding are having a pool party at their house. The video clip that I saw is it looks like they just put in a new garden and a new pool. And so I'll find out more about how far away that is from where we are and what our transportation options are. Because I believe if some of us can go out there and we're already in town, that might be a great activity for Monday night. Let's see. And if any of you know the Salt Lake City area or surrounding areas and have real good recommendations on like a day trip that we could make or certain things that we could do on that Sunday, please let us know. Because generally when we've been there, we've been tied up with, we've just concentrated on either product information or business building things and fun things with the organization while we're there. So we haven't done a lot of sightseeing, but I'm hoping that since we're staying over for Sunday, that we can do more of that this year. one thing that's near there is a downtown post office. And last year, Art and I walked over to the post office and mailed a couple of convention kits that we didn't need to bring back in our suitcase because they were for people that we were purchasing for that didn't live in the Tampa Bay area. So that can always be something, that's an option for getting things to other, some of your distance group people, instead of having to transport it home and then mail it from home, because you can't ship them from doTERRA to this. They actually give you the kits right there when you place the order for them. Also, a suggestion that I like to make at any event we go to is, before you go, I'd like you to think of 3 to 5 questions that you have that you want to ask as many people as you see. Because let's say we're standing in line for registration. There's people that are Blue Diamonds. I can remember at Aroma Tools or Oil Life or one of those, year before last, there was a lady standing behind me, and I pulled out my list of questions. I'm like, hey, could I ask you this? I had no idea who she was, and she was a Blue Diamond, and I was really glad I had my questions with me. So there's lots of opportunities to meet people, to ask them how do they do this, what's their ideas for maybe an issue that you're having, or ideas that you want for moving forward, or specific things that you want to ask the doTERRA people when you're in the showcase room. All of that's available while we're there. And so take advantage of, really, instead of like getting home and say, oh, I wish I had thought to ask somebody this, try to think through some of those things beforehand. Things that you might need money for besides the convention kit, the swag store, groceries, and eating out. Paying for Uber, I think I put that link on my personal Facebook page. If you don't have an account, use that to set it up. Art and I set it up the other day, and we had a ride that was like $16, and we got it for free. It's up to a $20 ride for free. So with a bunch of us there and sharing rides and stuff, transportation around town might get really inexpensive for us. But also remember to bring money to pay. If you're sharing a room with somebody else, bring money to pay them, whether a check to write to them or cash to have for them. They may or may not have a total for you prior to going. They'll probably give you an idea. If they're Tina, they have it so organized. I want to be her when I grow up. You are amazing. She's already figured it out, when her roommates are coming and what they'll owe and all of that. So if you don't know in advance, at least be prepared so that you guys can take care of that while you're there. Another suggestion that I'd make is, while you're there, think about next year. We booked most of the rooms that we have right now for this year. In order to get them, we booked them as we were checking out last year. And so if you get them, if they'll allow you to book them now, it's a great time to get them, because you get them in a really good rate and you get the close hotel. So think about that for next year. The hotel that we stay in does have a modest free breakfast and snacks in the afternoon. That tended to be a good time for us to gather, because we'd all be like grabbing a spoonful of peanut butter and a boiled egg, and a cup of coffee, and we could see each other and then kind of go over to the venue together. In the afternoon, we kind of varied depending on what we were doing, but we'll keep you posted on what is available, what we're going to try to do as a group, keeping in mind there's never any command performance. If you have something else that you had planned to go to, maybe another seminar that you had purchased and you want to participate in that instead, there's no hard feelings, just go for it. But I appreciate Jennifer outlining some of the things that we always do. You want to be at the luncheon that Liz and Richard host for us, and pretty sure Lois will be pulling something together. Boy, they do a good job, and they just spoil us, and it's so fun to participate in what they do. I think that's all that I had on my list that I made. I am trying to track the rooms and which days people are there. So I think I have most of them now, but when you add extra people that are going, let me know. And if you have needs for rooms or things that I'm not aware of, let me, Jennifer, Nancy, or Stephanie know so that we can make sure that and I don't want people searching and searching for a bed when I may have a bed or two available. Lisa Banter will be staying at our hotel, and she's got some of her other team members coming. So I love that because then we'll get to hang out with them and get to know them as well. So let me unmute. Anybody that wants to unmute, please unmute yourself so we can chat.
Let me mention something
Okay.
we should mention today.
Art has got something he wants to share with us.
My suggestion, if they're coming early,
Mhm.
go to the tool places early, because once
Okay.
1,000 people, remember what that was?
Yep.
Like? We got in and out.
This is a
within
recommendation that
no time.
Art is mentioning now. He's where he can hear us, but he's not online. But he said he recommends going to the tool stores, Aroma Tools, Oil Life, and all. The earlier you're in town, the earlier you go to those, the better, because the closer you get to convention and during convention, it's okay to go, but some people don't arrive until right when convention starts. So if you're in town on Monday night or Tuesday, those might be the perfect days to go.
You can get in and out quicker.
You can
Once
get
the
out in and out more
44,000 people
quickly.
get there,
And don't
correct?
hesitate to drive down to their real stores, which are right across the street from doTERRA. We went down there last year because we had a car. But taking public transportation, which they have a very good rail system in Salt Lake City, but getting to some of those more distance places is a little problematic and time consuming.
I have 2 questions, but I showed up 20 minutes late, so you probably already covered
No
it.
worries. Go for it.
Convention kits, how much are they and what's all in them?
It depends on what's in them, and we
Okay.
don't know until they release the new products, but
Okay.
they are discounted. I would generally plan between $250 and $300 for a convention kit. And you can, it's not limited, Anik, as to how many you can get.
Okay. And then where do you find if you're lavender or peppermint?
You actually will go on and look at your ticket. And I have a file here I'll pull up so that I can tell you what it's called. The email that I got was called doTERRA1 at Laney One Events, I believe it's what it's called. And do you see that? It's a confirmation. It says your order confirmation is what it says in the subject line. In that, it should spell out what venue you signed up for. So if you need to change it, you can, or just find out from other people who's going to what. That's one of the questions I did not write down on my spreadsheet, but I'm not going to worry about that. You guys are big kids, my kids, but you're big kids. I'm going to let you figure it out. And, don't worry about it. If you say, I don't want to be up at 9 o'clock getting in line and going early. I particularly like that, even though I'm not an early bird, because my clock at 9 o'clock is actually at 11, okay? Because our bodies are on East Coast time, so I love the earlier venue. But later in the day, I'm going to give out earlier than some of the other folks that are on Central, Mountain, or West Coast time.
Yeah, I want to be in lavender, so I'll check my ticket.
Yeah, just check it.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe this is a question for Karen because I'm in her room, but who are we paying? Hi, Karen. Who are we paying for that room? Who organized it?
That's my room, so I'll check in. That's me.
Yay!
I think I sent all of you the receipt, so you know exactly how much it is.
Okay, so I read a check out to you.
Yep.
Okay.
And just when we're there, you don't need it early or anything. Just when we're there.
Okay. Thank
It's
you.
if you want to pay early, that's fine, but it's not needed until we're there.
Okay, and the website is, what is it? doTERRA 1?
Yes.
And that has the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, and we need to print that out, you said?
No.
They will give you information on the agenda. When Jennifer was teaching, she did say agenda, but she meant your ticket. Print out your ticket.
Oh, okay.
I think I've always pulled it up on my phone, and I think they generally put it in by when you go to registration, they put it in by your number and your name. But it doesn't hurt to have that printed out in case there's any confusion.
Just make sure you have your driver's license with you. So, because that's something they will check to make sure you are who you are.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? It's awesome. I can't wait. There's so much, just like the whole city is doTERRA. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Did you already talk about what to wear?
Yes.
I did, but we can cover it real quick. It's casual. Casual
Walking
and
shoes
comfortable.
everywhere, like you comfortable walking shoes, like running shoe type thing everywhere?
I would definitely wear very comfortable walking shoes. It's wonderful. I walk everywhere, but so I'll be, with the group that wants to walk up and walk everywhere, but make sure your shoes are comfortable, because we did, I know somebody last year was really uncomfortable with the shoe options that they chose. So Tina's laughing hysterically. But we want to make sure you're comfortable. So I wouldn't recommend high heels and all of that, because it's blocks from the hotel to the arena. And the city blocks are a little bit long in Salt Lake City, but there's a dry heat there. So when we're leaving, and at night it goes down to 53, 54. At the peak time of the day, it goes up to like 80. But when we're walking most of the time, it's really beautiful weather. And it's the desert, so there's a very unlikely chance of rain. So it's just wonderful to walk around. But you're going to want to have comfortable shoes.
So it sounds like a good opportunity to wear my cowboy boots.
Yeah. Just no high heels. Is not my recommendation, okay? We see it, but then there's some things that might happen: falling, bruising, needing cabs the rest of the time.
We'll also see other posts. I saw in a group that I'm a part of for Golds and Platinums, it said that there's somebody that's considering doing a Friday morning exercise class. Anything like that people offer that are open to everybody, we'll get the word out to you as we find out about it. I did see a post today on Peggy Smith's business group. It said that the people that do the EDGE system are doing a 2-day training, and it looked very inexpensive. And so anyone that's interested in that, there will be all kinds of stuff that we can take part in.
Hi, Bo.
I love all the dogs. I'm sorry they're not included at convention.
Just keep an eye on that one, or that Convention 1 2016. That's that Facebook group that just went live, and we're all on it now. And like I said in the beginning, if there's somebody that's interested in going to convention, put them on it, because maybe they'll get excited by seeing all that on there, and that will be the tipping decision of that's it, I'm going to make it happen. And then also some people post open rooms. All of a sudden they have a ticket, or all of a sudden they have a hotel room available. So that's a really good forum to put all of that.
I definitely would check there first, or check Upline and see if we know of any tickets, because when people resell them, they're a lot of times less than the $189 that you can purchase them for right now. But even if doTERRA says it's sold out, don't let people think that they can't get a ticket, because we can always ask if somebody's got extra tickets that we can purchase.
Anything else?
You said we could put a message on for the, what was the $10 thing? Oh, the campus tour.
Yeah.
I think it was already booked when I bought my ticket. So I could just put a message on the Facebook page.
Yep.
to see if anyone has one for sale.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a phenomenal tour. It really is.
Cool.
All right, is everybody going to join my hike?
Yes, I'm excited. I hear
I won't be there in time.
No! I know Stan's going because Stephanie's going to make you.
I'm coming in and going straight to the store.
I love that swag store. Oh, Nancy, you got to unmute yourself for a second. Is she busy? She's busy. She and I, we took in a ton of t-shirts into the fitting room together. We were putting them all on, and then we were switching like, all right, now you try this one on. It was great because the lines get long for the fitting rooms. But
Last year.
what's that, Nancy?
That was me and you last year.
That's right. We were like sharing shirts. We had like 20 t-shirts in there we're trying on.
We still match sometimes when we wear our shirts together. Swag store is fun.
Because they have so much stuff, and I'm telling you, you got to go the day it opens because the very next day they are already out of things. It's so fast. By the last day, it's like it's crazy because it's like a ghost town in the store. There's hardly anything left.
And they did say that this year they're working really hard to keep it stocked up. So I'm hoping they do, because last year there was so much stuff I saw people get, and I was going, aw, I wanted that.
Yeah.
What day does it open again?
Well, officially it's Thursday, but I'm telling you all right now is as soon as you register in the morning on Wednesday, go to the swag store and see if it's open, because that's what they did last year. They unexpectedly opened it a day early.
Yeah, that really hurt everybody who didn't figure that out.
Yeah.
No, Tina, that really helped all of us that were there.
Yeah, I know.
We're texting each other, go to the swag store, it's open.
But if they texting.
So assume that it's going to open Wednesday, and let's hope it does. You know, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I would think that they're going to open it because, and you're right, Tina. I'm sure they're going to be better prepared and stocked.
We actually posted something about being better prepared this year somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it too. She
there's
also, I think she mentioned it was going to open Wednesday too.
Good.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Penny.
Yes.
Where was that video? It was Emily Wright, and then she had some people come in and they
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes,
Is
yes.
that
They've
on
got some
Emily
neat
Wright's Facebook, or what? Where was that? We saw that.
It was doTERRA International.
Yeah.
And it's at the top, there's a picture of Emily Wright, and she talks about, there's a new oil carrier that's double layer for your traveling. There's toques and tops and workout tops and leggings, and I mean, and that was only like a little piece of what.
Yeah, they demoed some of the new stuff that'll be there.
Yeah. And actually, on Emily Wright's, when she talked about the her skincare, she did, or was it that? No, it was at that one. She also shows you little bottles of different oils that they're not labeled, but one's clear and one's gold colored, and then there's a tube of something that we've all been waiting for.
I wonder. They're so good.
That, you know, it's at the top of the doTERRA International Facebook page.
Okay, great.
Okay.
It's going to be so fun. We have such a good time together. I'm thrilled that we're all going, and just make sure that other folks that are already planning to go or considering watch the video, because this is so helpful. The first year Lisa and I went was 2013, fall of 2013. It was a total of 3 of us, me, Lisa, and one other girl.
Oh, gosh.
And we palled around with other Team Wildfire people who just kind of showed us whatever they knew, and we loved it. It was great. But
And just to Elaine's point, though, is I do encourage everybody to meet other people, because that's how we learn new things to bring back to our team and share. So whenever you want to, sit with somebody else just to learn, meet new people, you do that. Absolutely. Don't worry about feeling you must hang out with us. we just want to make sure for those that do want to, we're here. And at the times that you want to, we'll just be together whenever you want. But I myself as well, sometimes I'll purposely walk like a different way to capture some new people to, introduce myself. And even those opportunities, like Elaine said, that all of a sudden you're standing next to a blue diamond or a presidential diamond to ask questions that you would love their opinion on for your business. They are all very open to talking and giving, their take on something. So they will absolutely chat you up. So
And they won't necessarily tell you to the end of the conversation what level they are.
Right.
Yeah.
I sat next to a Blue Diamond couple on my flight back.
That's funny.
If you go in, and also in the convention center, they have little towers with all the diamonds and blue diamonds, pictures on them and a little bit about them. And so it's sort of neat to walk through that. And then you get for people you've heard of or you've seen on Facebook, but you actually get to see what they look like, and you might run into them.
Cool.
Cool. And if you happen to be next to Dr. Hill and you're crossing the street, please talk to him.
Oh gosh.
Because
That's
stuff
the
like
one I
that
wanna see.
happens. Tina and I were ready to cross the street somewhere.
We're going
I don't
up
even
Pat Herman.
And it was Karsten Schmidt right there. And I was like, oh my God, that's Karsten Schmidt. So then I introduced myself, and I was like so stupid. I'm like, you're a lot taller than I thought. But he's like amazing brain, and we did chat about a few things, but they're very approachable. Everybody is, just like you are. You were approachable too. It's just like we all want to learn from each other. So make new friends, Yay! All right. Love you guys.
Kids, have a great
Bye.
evening.
Love you. Have a great vacation.
Great vacation.
When you're back.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Annie.
Bye-bye.